It's a beautiful Monday and I'm sure so excited to bring you nothing but the best in your world of showbiz. My name is Doreen Avio, and if you did not have a good weekend, I'm so sorry. I had a good weekend, I had a good rest, and I'm here to bring you the best. I'm going to talk about Uncle Ebo's latest play. Yesterday happened at the National Theatre. My colleague Ivy was there. And I'll also tell you a few things about Mr. G, who's released his album. It's currently on the media tour. Plus, Joe Metal. Don't go away. Right, if you're just joining me, this is Let's Talk Showbiz, and we are starting with Uncle Ebo's Devil's Wife. It actually featured one of our beautiful ladies, Daniela, and well, if you missed out on it, you missed out big time, because now that my colleague IB spoke to patrons, I'm sure they are going to tell you what they saw, how they enjoyed the program. It actually happened yesterday at the National Theatre, and here are highlights of Devil's Wife, a play by Uncle Ebo White.
Before someone even got married, how then can the death of a 3 husbands be the source of my wealth? You see, when tragedy hits you, anybody is emboldened to say anything to him.
So, Mr. Medu, what are we going to do about this? Because you know what will definitely happen to Osofu if he goes ahead to marry your daughter.
Okay. Osofu's mother is. Maybe we can talk to her and get her to dissuade him. Ezzy!
Yes, sir.
Please, take these 2 gentlemen to the summer hut and inform Osofu's mother that she has some guests who want to speak with them.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Komatita, is it only football that you cannot commentary?
You see, stop playing with me.
Oh, I'm not playing, I'm serious. Because CNN is looking for Mr. Sports Machine, so give us something on boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Rumble.
Because of your voice, the fight has been abandoned.
Please, just calm down for us. Yes. Please calm down for us. Check it out. I'm sure.
Calm down.
Years ago, you played the character of the pastor. Is it true in this particular play?
I like what you're wearing.
Ugly, but I also love what you're wearing. You inspire me a lot. But yeah.
And I like, no, you are always making a fashion statement.
Yeah, we try. Out of statements you don't know you make. So back to my question. 30 years ago.
Are you going to edit my answer out?
I am going to give it as raw as it can ever come.
Okay, all right.
30 years ago, did you play the character of the pastor in this particular?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
You wrote it, right?
Yes, I did.
Why did you choose that particular character to play?
I wanted the heaviest. It's the heaviest character. It's the heaviest role to play, and normally, you need to set a good example to the cast you are working with. So when they see you carrying a heavier burden and carrying it well, then they have to carry their little burdens but well, as well, because they can see your example. And so that is what happened then.
I got exact. I've asked all the patrons, most of the patrons who came to watch, if they got the very core of the message, the import of it, the cast, I've spoken to them, even if they know the core of their character, let alone the bigger picture. What were you trying to, what are you putting out there with this particular play?
A play.
And what message? What are you driving to the patrons?
Oh, what am I driving to the patrons? I actually drive a Toyota.
You drive it to them?
I drive a Toyota.
Yeah, I know that. A Toyota. I don't know whether I come here of. Well, what is the moral of the story? Okay, well, you get me on this.
No, I realized I couldn't evade you. Let's choose faith and love over fear every time, because Ghanaians are filled with too much fear. There are too many of us who hold ourselves back out of fear. Fear of what people will say, fear of what people will do, fear of witches, fear of devil, fear of demons, and because of that, we don't live fully. Choose faith and love over fear anytime, and that's a winning formula.
Do you think the core of this message in the play has been drummed home well to the patrons?
That's not my business. That's not the business of any producer of art. When we produce art, we want people to come and just enjoy themselves. The lessons they will pick.
Right, so that was Devil's Wife, a play by Uncle Ebo White, and it looks like it's going to continue for a few more weeks. So if this weekend you were unable to go and see it at the National Theatre, then you can start preparing towards another week, then another week. So yes, that's it. And of course, you heard patrons talking more about the play. Now let's move straight to Mr. Drew, who is currently promoting his latest album, the Alpha album. He's doing amazing with it. It's been on Boomplay, and I guess now it's on a lot of platforms where you can stream. And he won an award at the VGMAs, the 3 Music Awards, and now he's been talking about his greatest challenge, the fact that he has to promote his music and all, the streaming sites and people having to download his music for free and not getting money from that. And also he spoke about his performance at the VGMA, saying it is the best so far.
Well, what has been your biggest challenge as an artist?
Biggest challenge as an artist? Okay, it would be promoting my music and trying to get people to get on just the streaming sites and not downloading the songs for free, or pirating the songs. That would be my biggest challenge, because it's crazy. The piracy in Ghana is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. We'll be downloading it free, CCR.
But is that not what you want?
No. Streaming. Numbers, no. So that we can have like a proper data. You understand? Yeah. I think that's my biggest challenge.
How do you handle trolls?
I think that I handle it pretty well. Like, if they are very, very deep, I'll just restrict you on my Instagram. If you are saying too much, or, something that I feel like it would take the attention of what I'm posting, I just restrict you. So obedience are commenting, and so I'm usually worried about my fans and what they would see. So I just control it by restricting people, and that's it.
What has been the biggest or the worst troll?
I think that it will be when I was going through this Rotimi issue and everything. People were, my picture, somebody would just edit my picture and then put like, Obide, hey.
That's some non-kind, right? That's it, you don't talk finish, right? They're funny me already.
That they saying.
Cauldron.
Yeah, and no, they edited it into my head. I don't know how they did it. Agenda Boys for Twitter, they did it. So they edited my head and it blended, and it became one. So my head was looking really, really big, and then like they were trending everywhere. It was bad. It was really, really bad.
Right, so that was Mr. Drew right there talking about his biggest challenge and, of course, his performance at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. He has his album titled Alpha, and we all need to go out there to support him and other artists who've also released either albums or EPs. Now, let's move straight to gospel musician Joe Metal, who was on Daybreak Hits as well, talking about Gamro, whereas some musicians are complaining about the fact that they are not getting monies at all. He says he's received a few monies from them, like 700 and others. And also he spoke about something good, which I believe that one way or the other, as humans, we experience it. The fact that most of his projects are not being financed by him, says is being done by others, and he believes is by the grace of God. Let's hear from Joe Metal.
The guys too. Hello, you need to talk. Oh, yeah, I do. This guy.
But why is it that anytime you talk about these things, the first thing everybody think about is the money first?
It's the money. If it's not,
it's a lot of money, but at the same time, I think one of the things that have, I always say this thing, and sometimes people think it's cliche, but it's also grace and favor, because you see, there are times that most of these things, I don't necessarily have to be the one paying for it. People sometimes genuinely support you. They'll be like, no, like, you guys come, we'll take care of this. Come. So sometimes maybe you go to a particular state to do a promo or something, and there's someone there who's willing to host you literally, in terms of maybe they'll say, okay, if you're coming this side, we want to put together something. And then out of that, they sort out every expenses that you guys will need to be able to. And there are times you've not even asked for it, but it just happens. Myself, I don't deal directly with Gamro. There's someone who does that for me. And so Dana Hobson, she handles that side. So she deals with Gamro on our behalf. So as and when something comes, they send.
Then you're getting some good money.
No, as and when. So sometimes, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say. There's the one time, once in a while, something comes. Once in a while, you know.
Like how much?
It differs. Like, it's not one figure. Sometimes 700. Sometimes 2,000. So I've had the 2,000 song before. So
2,000. Before. That was good.
2,000.
Right, so that'll be it for Let's Talk Showbiz today's edition. My name is Doreen Avio, and I hope you had a great day today. I'm back here same time on the JoyNews channel. And also remember to log on to myjoyonline.com, the entertainment page, for more of our stories. And also go to Joy Entertainment on all social media platforms to get more of our stories. Until then, have a great evening.